What's up, everybody? This is Mauricio Cardinal from Roofing Marketing Pros, and today I want to talk about 3 cold email marketing strategies for commercial roofing. In another video, I talked about the importance of building a commercial property database. And the main reason why you want to build a commercial property database is it gives you a central command and a central platform of all your commercial roofing opportunities in your city. So I'm not going to go over exactly how to do that. If you could check out the other video that I did, and I got a lot of good feedback on how to do that. But basically the way it works is that there's a lot of different databases you can use to scrape the people's contacts information and find out who the actual commercial property owner. This is a great way to actually it's an aggressive way to actually reach out to those people and be in front of the people that actually can make a difference in your business. A lot of contractors tell me that just one of these deals, a potential deal, can potentially lead you to millions of dollars in sales. And what I mean by that is if you find the right commercial property owner and you do a good job with them, those guys can refer you business for years. So it's very important to understand that you have this in place in your business so you can actually build this for the rest of your database. It's really because commercial roofing is very different than residential roofing. So the first 2 reasons why is the central command of your database. The second is that this database will serve as a marketing platform for your next business opportunities. So once you have the database, once you know the buildings, the addresses, and you know who to target, the names, the next information actually to reach out to them and aggressively try to set appointments with those people. And the first thing you have to do is really find the person's contact information. And the best way to do that is really by scraping emails. And there's a lot of confusion on how to actually do this. I always recommend finding a freelancer to do this because you can actually buy a lot of different lists online, but I never had success with those lists. At best, those lists have about 60 to 70% match rate, so I don't think that's good enough. If you find a freelancer that actually goes in to a different website, goes into the person's business address and finds that person's contact information, I think that's the best way. A lot of these databases softwares actually has a person's name and email address, so you can actually find it through there. You just have to pay a monthly fee or a yearly fee to access that database. So the first thing I would recommend is finding somebody that can actually do this for you, finding a freelancer. There's a lot of different platforms you can use. One of them is Upwork. Upwork connects a lot of freelancers to businesses. You can hire somebody really fast, it can be really cheap. I know it's difficult sometimes to finding somebody good, especially when you're starting off. One thing I would recommend is hiring 2 people at the same time and then testing those people by giving them a list of 10 to 20 emails and seeing which one is the most accurate. So this way is a small test, and this small test will let you know the skills of the contractor, because it's important to understand accuracy, right? You have to work with people that give you good information, because if your email is not getting delivered, then you're just wasting your time. So there's a lot of ways you can actually do this yourself, how to find email address, but I recommend hiring somebody to do this. There's a couple articles that show you how to find email addresses, so I'm going to link these articles in the description. So when you find this link, it gives you some steps and some strategies you can use that can find a person's email. There's a lot of different plugins, a lot of different softwares that do this for you. The most accurate way is having someone do this for you and doing this manually. That's my luck. I've had that for luck. I mean, I built a database of about 6,000 or 7,000 contractors over the last 6 months, and that's the way I've done it. It's pretty accurate information. Once you have the information, the database, the next is the email marketing campaign, and there's 3 distinct steps, 3 strategies for that. There's email deliverability. So you have to make sure emails are getting delivered. It's pretty obvious when you think about, but there are actually certain steps you need to take to make sure that your emails are being sent and being delivered. Next step is email copy. Exactly what you're going to say in the email, how are you going to frame it, the subject lines you're going to use, and what your and who you're going to be contacting. And then the last thing is the offer. What kind of offer you're offering these people to get their attention to take the next step with you. Usually a short phone call, an estimate, whatever you think is best. I'll give you some different strategies you can use in your campaigns. So email deliverability, there's a couple of things you need to do to improve the email deliverability, but the importance is that if your email is not getting delivered, it's not getting opened, and you're not getting anything. It's really about improving the response rate of your emails, because if your emails are not getting delivered, then you're just wasting your time. There are a couple strategies you can use, and this can get really technical, but I'm going to keep it very simple and high level in this video. First thing I would recommend is using a separate email inbox. Do not use your email inbox as your primary way to email people, because if you're going to be sending 100 emails a day, 200 emails a day, you don't want to use your personal email address or your main business email address. Just create a new email address from your domain and use a separate email address. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is set up the SPF and DKIM keys, and I'll explain what that is right now. Basically, what a SPF and DKIM keys are, it's a sender policy framework. It's basically a security mechanism to prevent bad people from sending emails on your behalf. It's an extra layer of security that help you get your email delivered. One thing you have to keep in mind that if you use Google Apps for your email address, it already comes with SPF, so it's already set up for you, so you don't have to worry about that end. Second part is actually doing the DKIM. DKIM is you set up DKIM on your DNS server. You're adding additional way to tell your receivers, yes, that's you actually sending the message. So this is a great way to improve the email deliverability of your campaigns. When you create a new email from Gmail, from any personal, even your business email, most of the time it's going to be hard to send a bunch of emails in the beginning. Because these servers have to have a bot and actually a person that's actually sending this information on your behalf. So this is a great way to do that, to verify that you're a real person, adds an extra layer of security, and takes the next step. So simplest way to do this again is hire a freelancer to do this for you. Just give them this information, put it on Upwork, and you'll have somebody do this for you within an hour or two. It's not that difficult to figure out. If you have any questions on that, I can definitely help you with that. Woodpecker. Before we get to the email copy, I want to talk about Woodpecker. Woodpecker is an email automation platform and software that is perfect for cold email approach. Basically, the way it works is that it lets you load up their database with emails. So you find a bunch of emails, you load them up on their database, and then it schedules automatic follow-ups with them. So you can schedule your emails, personalized follow-up emails, all on the same thread. And it's very simple. I use it I use it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because those are the highest rates of response rate. And it's very simple to set up. So once you set it up on your email, once you have it running, all you have to do on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis is add more emails to the database. And you'll be sending emails every single day or however you set it up. So you can actually schedule your emails from whatever time you can go to, and I'll send you a link on what it costs and what you should use. It does not cost a lot of money. It costs $40 per email user. So the way you would do it is once you set up the database, you use Woodpecker, and then this automates the entire process for you. Email copy. So what to write, what to get the attention on those people. So basic email format is keep it simple, keep it short and sweet, keep it also intriguing as well, so that helps with information. And one of the things you have to write is be clear who you are, how you can help them out, and just get to the point. Really, people don't want to read a lot of emails. What's going to be your offer? One thing you have to do is there's a couple of things you can do. You can fix a leak. You can give them a guide, give them information. You can host a seminar. You can invite them to a seminar. All these different things work, right? They all work to varying degrees. I had a client once that he followed this system, and what he did is he basically offered any property owner he offered to fix their leak for free. And basically he said, give me the hardest leak you had, the one that nobody can actually solve in your properties, and I'll fix it for you for free. If you're happy, then we can take the next step. But if you're not, then I won't work for you again. And the way he did that is because he knew that one of these clients can potentially bring a lots of revenue to his business. He was thinking not short term. He does not care about the short term. He was not thinking on a macro level. He was thinking on a micro level, thinking long term. One of these clients potentially can bring him lots of opportunities for his business. He didn't care about the short term. He took the hit, but he knew that in the long term this will benefit his company and get him a lot of the business. Bonus strategy. One thing you do is that not many people do, I haven't seen before, is once you have the database information, actually load that database onto Facebook and create a custom audience. And this is a great way to actually target people on Facebook with ads to the people you want to target. It's very simple to set up. And the only thing is that some people, I had a contractor told me they had a little trouble doing this because he had the database, it just didn't match with the information. You try to get personal emails, right? When you're doing this, personal email addresses, they match up a lot better than business email address. So keep that in mind. But overall, Facebook has gotten a lot better in matching email addresses to a person's profile. So once they match up, you can actually target those people with ads on Facebook. And one of the things you can do is offer them something like this, a GF Roofing Solutions Manual. This is a great way to indoctrinate your prospects, get them to know, like, and trust you, and get them to take the next step with you on how to build your business. So conclusion, if you guys like this video, please subscribe for more videos like this. But basically, build a database, and once you build a database, find information on how you can actually reach out to them and set appointments, right? Commercial roofing is a lot different than residential roofing. It's less volume and more about building relationships with people, setting up appointments, and building the long-term value of your case. Most of these people, again, keep in mind, already have a contractor working with them. So you're going to be the new person involved, but it's a great way to get your foot in the door by having this information, because eventually these people are going to be satisfied and they're going to be looking for a new contractor. So great way to do this. If you want to help set up this for your business, I can help you, guide you through this. So please schedule a call on that link, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you guys.